So I am a cat owner, 3 indoor cats, and as you can see, I am no stranger to electric and automatic cat boxes. And I just bought this. This is the Furbulous, and I wanted to show it to you up close and show you why it's different than the other ones that I've got, especially if you have multiple cats. So check this out. All right, so let's talk about a couple of the basics. First off, this is a 60-liter interior drum. Now it says extra large, and that is, but it's not actually as big as the other ones that I have. The other ones I have are like in the 70 to 80 range. But it doesn't really matter. Once you get up above about 50 liters on a cat box, pretty much any cat up to about 25 pounds can use it. And especially when you're talking about multiple cats, it's not like they're going to be in there at the same time. So you don't have to have room for that. So at 60 liters, this is more than enough to handle my 3 cats. It has the drum right here on the front with the door. That's where you end up putting the litter in. It was a little bit hard to put the litter in at this particular angle. Luckily, my litter that I use, it fits inside of there, so I was able to dump it in. But you might have to get a little bit creative as putting the litter in. The reason that I like this one so much, comparative to the other ones that I have, is actually more to do with the way that the waste is disposed of. It's all over here on the side. Let me actually open this up so you can kind of get a feel for what this looks like. So there's a bag that's down inside of here that automatically is collecting the waste. But not only that, whenever I show you what it looks like in here, you're gonna end up putting the bag right inside of here, and it collects inside of there and actually seals it up for you to help cut down on odors. That's not the same as the other ones that I got, so that's why this is a massive step up. Not only does it do that for you, that helps to cut down on the waste that it just kind of ends up sitting in there and accumulating as far as the smell goes. It also has a little scenty thing in there so you can actually plug in. It comes with several of these just for extra smell. You don't have to use it if you don't want. And so that's kind of what this looks like on the side. Of course, it is the rotating drum. And so you're just going to take this, the lid, I'm going to put it back on. It does come, of course, with an instruction booklet and a quick start guide as well. Another thing that this one has that the other ones don't have is a sensor. So whenever my cat is getting ready to go in, and check this out, you can actually see it stops turning whenever it detects that the cat is right there about to go in. So I love the safety feature on that. But overall, it is really easy to use. It does have an app that you can use if you are so inclined, if you wanted to keep track of certain, like how often they're going to the bathroom, or it'll even give you alerts whenever it says it's time to clean it. I don't typically use the apps. They all came with apps. I usually don't use them because I'm down here so much anyways. I can just keep an eye on the little screen right here and handle that. It has an automatic function so you can exit or empty the entire bin. So when it's time to clean up and put new litter in, you can do that. All in all, this is actually my favorite out of all of them because I do like, even though the drum is a little bit smaller, to me that doesn't matter because it's still big. I like the way that the waste is handled. It is really secluded away from the drum. It doesn't rely on the drum turning. See the other one over there in the middle, there's a bag in the middle, and whenever the drum turns, that bag can get heavy and cause the drum not to turn. With that one down there at the end, it exits the waste down at the bottom, but then it empties it, and if it gets full, then it can stop the drum from turning. I like how this is separate from the drum altogether, so it never has an impact on whether or not the drum's actually going to turn correctly or not. It is a little bit bulkier than the other ones there, but that's what you get for a overall better experience whenever it comes to handling the waste. But if you have one cat, if you have multiple cats, this is a great option. It keeps the litter clean, it keeps the smell to almost absolutely nothing, and it's pretty much hassle-free. If you don't want to use the app, you don't have to use the app, but if you do, it's just a nice little thing to have handy. So if you're looking for a great cat litter box, you're tired of messing with it, put this one here. This is the Furbulous on your list to check out.